Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Mostert.
Raheem Mostert.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The 49er first down.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
22-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
That is on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier, fumbled on the play.
And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll bang that one through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 49ers, 40.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play action. Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and it's 3rd and short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. .3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Bears 10, 49ers 3.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Complete to
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, 49ers.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And a 49er 1st down.
Now Mostert. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at
Well,
the
any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Play action. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
At the 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery.
32-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend.
3rd and 3.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Bears 20, 49ers 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't know.
And he's going to go down again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down on the field, Jimmy Graham. This is where you hold your breath and hope it's not the knee again. We'll check on his status when we get back. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
To George Kittle.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Bears' 28-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Raheem Mostert.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up, it's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of of scrimmage. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Trubisky going to let one fly for Robinson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
There defensively.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
By Robert Quinn. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This is Mostert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. We call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Hold on for the field goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
1st down, 49ers.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers get a score closer.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
Field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And a 49er first down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
And
they pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
First down, San Francisco.
Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.